Welcome to Genius Thoughts. It's Gene Bleeker, the eyes, ears, voice of real estate business in the community. And I am so glad that you're here with me because I'm here with my very, very good friends, Mr. Marko Babineau. Marko, thanks for being on the program today.
Thank you, Gene. Thank you for having me.
Well, you know what? You are a celebrity in real estate, life, business, and the world. You are very good and very talented at what you do. And my staff, we talk about you all the time, that you have a great heart, you're a great person, and it's a privilege and an honor to know who you are and what you're all about.
Thank you, Gene.
So if you're ready, I am ready, my friend. I got my list of questions ready. And if
Sure.
you can't tell, I've only had one cup of coffee today, so I'm not as animated as I usually am. But I'm going to get working on it. So, what got you into this crazy world of real estate? What was your mindset with that?
Well, I'm going to back up a little. I first of all, I grew up in Boston, and Boston was a great place for music at the time. And somewhere around the mid 70s, I got involved in the music business, and I started way back and picking record orders in a warehouse and got promoted up through that. And Clive Davis saw something in me when he was running Arista Records, and he hired me, and I did local marketing in Boston for a year. And then he moved me to Chicago. And then in Chicago, I became a local promotion man. And A&M Records came along in 78 and hired me. And I was a Midwest regional promotion marketing artist relations person. And I did that for 2 years. And in 1980, they moved me to LA, and I worked on the lot right off of Sunset at A&M Studios. And I was there for a few years. I got to break a lot of bands. I got to work hands-on. I took Police out in their first American tour. Uh,
Wow.
Joe Jackson, Supertramp, Styx, Bryan Adams. I mean, the list went on. And around 83, David Geffen came hot and heavy after me and said, listen, we've got a label. And Geffen Records was nothing at the time. And I got in there in mid 80s and got to break Aerosmith and Tesla and Whitesnake and Guns N' Roses. And all of a sudden we were like the rock guys. And we
I've
became
never heard of any of those bands.
we became so big we had to start a second label, DGC, and that's when I broke Nirvana and Ricky Nelson's Twin Kids, the Nelsons, and a bunch of bands. And I had this charmed career in the music business, and things shifted, and I ended up leaving Geffen, and I started my own independent promotion company and management wing, and I did that for 11 years, but all of a sudden record stores were closing, lawyers were taking over labels, downsizing, and I saw the writing on the wall. And you know Napster was out there giving music away free, so artists weren't making money on record sales. The whole business was shifting and downsizing. So I thought, what can I do? Because I love promoting, I love marketing, I love the highlight, I love the excitement. But I also had a degree in architecture from school in Boston, and I love homes. And I used to find myself going to open houses on weekends when I had time, just to look at the style of homes. I wasn't even interested in buying. I just wanted to see what people were doing in their homes. And I thought about it, and it's really weird how things happen. So, not to name drop, but here I am at the Ivy having lunch with Elton John, and we're talking, and he's talking about his flat in Paris and this and that. And I said, I started throwing out ideas, and he goes, you know what, Marco, you would have been a great realtor. You should look into that. And cut to 2 weeks later, sorry to do it again, but I'm up in San Francisco, and I'm having lunch with Neil Young and his wife. And over lunch, I mentioned something about his dining room ceiling, how he could create a geodesic dome and have it on electric power, because Cher had that in her house. We had dinner one night, and she hits a button, and the whole ceiling opens up, and it's open sky. And I said, Neil, you could do this. And he goes, you should be in real estate. And you have to listen to what the universe tells you.
Right.
And I just kept getting this, like real estate, real estate. So I went and I got my license, and I activated it in '02. And I've never looked back.
Wow, that is a great story. So I guess that's what all the gold albums are behind you. And I hear it's a very small collection. You have a larger extended version.
Yeah, I mean, back in those days, if you broke an artist, they'd reward you with a gold or a platinum record. But yeah, I have rooms full of them. But yeah, I mean, they're great memories, and I've lived in homes where I never put one on the wall, and this house just made sense. So I thought, yeah, there you go.
God bless it. So you got into real estate through the encouragement of the music industry,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
you haven't looked back yet.
No, and it's funny. I remember meeting with the manager at Coldwell Banker in Studio City and sitting down, and uh, Jamie Duran was the manager at the time, and she said to me, she goes, "Why do you want to get into real estate?" And I said, "Because I made a lot of money in the music business, and I think I can make more here." And she was like, "Wow, you'll probably do well." And I'll never forget my first day at that office taking up calls, because back then, a lot of people would call real estate companies, and you could get the honor of sitting and taking up calls, hopefully picking up a buyer. The first call I got was this young couple looking at a house out in Bell Canyon. I said, I'll set an appointment up. And I was out there like an hour later, showed them the house, wrote on it, got it. And the man, Jamie, was just like, "I can't believe it. Your first call and you're writing an offer on the first day." So, I mean, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I was given a gift, and I've had slow years. This real estate, you really have to. My experience is you have to be ready for ups and downs, and it's just the way it is. Because sometimes you get hot, sometimes you don't. And I've had the good fortune of maybe just being aware of how to run my business, and I haven't done it perfectly at all. It took me a handful of years before I even looked at a farm, and that hasn't been my stronghold. My stronghold has been just working on relationships more than anything, because what I've really realized is the world we live in, everything we do in life is a referral. Everything, whether
Right.
you're asking someone what restaurant to go to, or can you give me that recipe? Everything is referred. And if you don't ask, you won't get. So, in real estate, if I meet someone that's real sheepish and really inward, I wish them good luck, because
Right.
it's hard, man. And there's a big herd out there, and there's a lot of really good agents, and there's a lot of maybe not so good agents. So, I'm just grateful that I found something that I actually enjoy, because I got to tell you, Gene, I love doing real estate. I love sitting with a seller. And I think
Right.
my expertise falls into sitting with a seller and asking them, first of all, a number of myriad of questions. Why are you moving? Where do you want to go? What are you expecting? This and that. But I think what I really bring to the table is how to sit with a seller, look at a home, know what to fix or repair or make presentable to be on the market for a minimal cost to get maximum gain out of it. And I
Okay,
have
so here's what I'm hearing. You are not a salesperson whatsoever. You're a relationship guy. That's all you are, right?
Yeah, but I'm also strong in marketing too, in regards to, I mean, I can market a home. I can look at a home.
Sure.
I sat an open house this past weekend in Toluca Lake for my ex-partner who moved out of town. And when I was sitting, the day before, I went and I papered the neighborhood with flyers, and my flyers were directed directly to the neighborhood. Dear neighbors, please join me for cookies and Christmas cheer tomorrow for our first open house. And I must have hit 150 houses on
Wow.
Friday. Now, Saturday, you would have thought I was throwing a house party or a block party. Every neighbor came through that house. I had to ask them to move outside in the backyard because they were making so much noise. I couldn't talk to incoming prospective buyers. And it was nuts. It was like the old days, because open houses used to be an event. They used to be fun. And And like I said, in my marketing skills, you got to work it. You got to set it up. You got to tee that ball up before you hit it. And to me, paper in a neighborhood for an open real, it made the difference. And that properties, and it went into multiples within 5 days.
That's so amazing. But you know what? The things that I really admire about you, and I came searching for you more than you were searching for me, is that you being part of the exclusive academy. I kind of look at you and Anita Rich as being great role models, being great people person, and really kind of being on the upper level of this organization, because I think you are very good at finding other good people like yourselves to be part of this organization. So, I look at you as a true guiding light of I'm looking for people just like you to
Mhm.
complement this organization. And I think you've done a tremendous job already.
Well, Gene, I appreciate that, and I mean that, I really do. But I have to tell you, just the exclusive academy, what it has offered me, and I think it's a real feather in your cap that the services you've brought into our organization, our small circle of real estate professionals. I mean, I now have a roofer, I have a solar person, I have a locksmith, I have a plumbing person, I have a mold person I just picked up this week. At our last luncheon, I think you had 5 different services that I didn't have in play. The closet company, all of these different services are things I can use in my business. So I think that's what I get out of,
Thank
that's
you.
what I get out of the academy mostly.
Well, you know what? The whole idea with this group when I first started it, it was a marketing company for real estate agents, and to highlight the best of the best in real estate. And my definition, of course, the best of the best is not about production, even though you do great numbers. I think you and Anita do phenomenal in the number game, but it's really to honor you in your dedication to your business, your dedication to your clients, to the consumer, and to the community. Um, and it really worked out well. And then, bringing that networking aspect to it as well was another part of my success for this organization. And then people like you said, you know what, Gene, put good businesses in front of us so we can refer them to our sphere of influence, our past clients, our present clients. We want to be those people to refer the best of the best in businesses to them as well. So I think you've done an amazing job in doing so. And I know at our last meeting, you were introducing some of the businesses on video, introducing them. And once again, kudos to you and just your hard work and your hard efforts.
Yeah, well, it comes at a price, Gene. I mean, it's like I tell my clients all the time, do you want to do it the easy way or do you want to do it the hard way? You know,
Right.
and the easy way is the right way. It's like let me do my job, and I've let you do your job, and you've brought in, like I said, great services, and the agents that have kind of culminated into our circles too are some of the best. But they're, you know what? I think more than anything, they're real people. These are people I
Yes.
want to spend time around, you know?
Yes. I totally agree. And you meet a lot of people in real estate every day, right? I
Mhm.
mean, you've been in the business for a while. Can you share with me a thought that somebody ever gave you that you thought was some really great advice a real estate person gave me?
Well, it might have even been my partner, Anita Rich. But I believe she told me years ago back in Coldwell Banker, because she was one of the managers. She's one of the first people I met. It's so funny that we've come first full circle. And at the Compass convention over a year ago, November,
Right.
she grabbed me and she goes, "You need to come to Sherman Oaks. You need to be under Susan Jacobs. And if you really want to make money, join our team." And I did exactly that. But she told me all the way back at Coldwell Banker, um, be prepared to get your heart stomped on. And a lot of times it's the last person you would think would do it to you. It's always that closest friend or the family member. And you're so excited because they're looking for a house or they're going to sell their house and you want to do it and you want to get into it. And you make a nice presentation and you get passed over, or you work with a buyer for months And all of a sudden you call and you go, I finally found the right house for you. Oh, I'm sorry. We rode on something last week. And it's like, wait a minute, what happened to me? Well, we walked in and the listing agent said, if you go direct with us, you'll get a better deal, and sorry. And you know what, Gene, it happens to all of us.
It does.
But you have to be ready for that. I think if anything, you know, I mean, I wear my heart on my sleeve because it's just the guy I am. I don't hide any feelings. I love to be of service. I love to give services to non-clients, almost more than my own clients, because it's all in the family of goodwill. But at the same time, real estate can really hurt. We get our feelings crushed a lot. And you just have to be prepared for that, because if you don't see that coming, I know a lot of people that have left this business just because of that.
No, without a doubt. I think it crushes you more than most people, like it does me, because you and I are both so relationship built. So I can understand the hurt, because whether you want to take it personally or not, it still hurts no matter what. So what would you consider, besides being a phenomenal relationship real estate agent, is another strength that you have in this business?
As a mentor, because I just with my age, I have a lot of wisdom. I have a 34-year-old daughter who reminds me all the time that I'm her go-to person. Anytime there's anything going on in her life that's troubling her, she would come to me before her therapist. I mean, and it's just because I have a really strong program in my life of it might sound corny, but BPM, and I don't mean like a music time signature. I make my bed, I say my prayers, and I meditate. And that's the beginning of my day. So I am already focused, and I'm focused in a way of being of service and thinking of others, not just me, me, me. What am I going to get today? And I'm telling you, Gene, it's a game changer. It really is, because we're all about mindsets. And yeah, I mean, I heard too many people this year complaining about the market. Yeah, it was supposed to be a great year, but it wasn't, this and that. And you just gotta pull your bootstraps up and put a smile on and just go forward.
Exactly, exactly. I love that. So what do you think you're going to be doing differently in 2025? What is your thoughts?
Well, I mean, first of all, I sold a house last year in Sherman Oaks, and while I was in that home, there was a guitar body leaning against a wall, and it had this incredible burn in the wood. And the owner came out from the back of the house, and I asked him, "What is this?" And he goes, "Well, I burn furniture. I do end tables and bureaus." And I said, "How about guitars? You ever think of that?" And he goes, "No, not really." So I have since then partnered up with him. I now have a guitar line that, Gene, I didn't see this coming. I'm a drummer. I've never played a chord on a guitar. And, Leo Fender never played a guitar either. And Fender's one of the biggest companies in the
Yes.
business. But this company is taking off on its own. And we're going to have a booth in NAM this January. And it's like, if you keep all possibilities open, anything can happen. I didn't see that coming. So 2025 is going to be a banner year for me. I know it. And I think, matter of fact, I don't even think, because I'm already making plans. 2025 is going to be my biggest real estate year yet.
Well, I see it that way as well. And I don't want to say selfishly, but I really want to put you on my speaking circuit for real estate agents, because I think you are a phenomenal person. You have a phenomenal heart. And your clients and your business and the consumer and the community, it's all about who you are and what you believe in. So, I just want to sing your praises, but I think you have a really great story to tell about what a real estate agent should be doing, what a real estate agent shouldn't be doing. From the moment you wake up in the morning, what you need to be doing, to the
Mhm.
time you put your head down on your pillow at night and say your thanks for a great year, for a great life, for a great day, for a great family. Show your gratitude. I got big plans for you, my brother, and I hope you know that. I'm going to use you to help better other people who might be having struggles in the world, you know?
Well, I love being of service, so put me out there.
You got it. So let's talk about mentors. Who would you say in life was your biggest mentor in life? Not in business, but in life. Business is going to be my next question.
Mm. My biggest mentor was probably my mother. Um, I grew up poor in Dorchester, which is a suburb of Boston, right next to Southie, South Boston. It was really, I wouldn't say slums, but it was, real blue collar. And there was 7 of us kids. My father could have gone to college for animation. He had incredible skill, and he couldn't because he had to work 3 jobs to feed and clothe us. So, I grew up with a very humble, childhood, but appreciative, and my dad, unfortunately, he died at 69, which was way too early. He finally had retired from all years of work, and cancer took him out. But my mother lived to 97,
Wow.
and from all those years after my dad passed, she was always there for me. And I never had that relationship with my mother that I'd call her like every day or every other day. I'd speak to her every few weeks, because she had a life and I had a life. And but she was always there for me, and she was always just firm like a rock. So I would say probably my mother. Yeah.
Well, you know what? I guess in your mom's case, she had so many kids that it kind of went into a rotation basis on who she talked to, right?
Absolutely,
I,
hands down.
I get that.
But
Well,
I do remember sitting at the dinner table one night, and I had 4 sisters and 2 older brothers. And one of my sisters was like going, Dad, tell me, who's your favorite? Who's your favorite? And he's going, you can't ask me that. Come on, kids. And they go, come on, Dad. And he goes, okay, it's Mark. And they were like, oh, we hate you. So
that is hilarious.
so I think in a way I was always the shining example, and I was the only sibling that moved out of Boston and you
Hmm.
know chased a career and did all that.
Well, you didn't chase anything because it kind of found you in so many different aspects because you keep your eyes and ears open for opportunities and boom, they just fall right in front of you. All
Mhm.
right, so we talked about your wonderful mother and your wonderful father as well, but let's talk a little bit about a business mentor because you've surrounded yourself with some really amazing people. Who would you say is your biggest business mentor?
Um, I would, it's really hard, Gene, because I work for 3 record companies. I work for Arista. Clive Davis was an incredible, very inspiring example of a man with the golden ears, and really raised that company out of nowhere. And I ran into him at the Beverly Hills Hotel, walking to one of my celebrity artists had a cabana by the pool. And as I was walking over, I saw Clive sitting at a cabana by himself. And I walked by him and I went, no, I'm not going to just go by. And I went back, and because I don't want to bother him, but I said, excuse me, Clive. I said, I don't know if you remember me. And he went, Marko Babineau, of course I remember you. I have your first newsletter from that you sent me when you were my marketing director in Boston. And I was like, Jesus Christ,
Wow.
that was like 30 years ago. And just like that. So I mean, he was way up there. Herb Alpert and Jerry Moss, who were the A&M out of A&M Records. I mean, both those gentlemen were just extreme leaders and wonderful, wonderful guiding posts through my musical career. But I must say, David Geffen, the third company I got to work for, David was really inspiring. And I loved him because he let me do what I wanted to. He gave me the freedom to be creative and break these artists. And because of that, I feel like I owe him so much, such a debt of gratitude for everything he taught me and all the space he gave me so I could become who I am.
Absolutely. All right, so we're almost done with our time. But any final thoughts? Anything you want to share with our viewers before we sign off?
Well, I found myself the last couple of years, every time some friend or someone would come up and go, "Hey man, I'm thinking of getting my real estate license." And, I would, I made a point to say, well, I hope you can sustain for the first year some kind of financial balance. Don't rely on real estate because it takes a while. It does take a while. And because of the competitiveness and how we've been inundated with agents, especially in the Los Angeles area. There's thousands of us that, I've changed my tune now. I really have. And one of my dear friends told me he just got his license. And, now my tone is, I'm so glad for you because everything's changed. The contracts have changed. It's a whole new day right now. You don't have to learn any bad habits. All you can do is move forward. And anything you need for help, please call me. And it's a new day today. And I'm not just like dreamy eyed about this. I really think 2025 is going to be a massive year in the real estate world.
Oh, I think so too. And I just got to say thank you so much for being on the program. Thanks for Zooming with me today. Thanks for being on Genius Thoughts. And Marco, you and I are going to do great things together. And thank you again for your wonderful friendship.
My pleasure. Thank you, Gene.
You're
Likewise.
welcome. Guys, have a great day and we'll see you soon and happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Hi, everybody. It is Scott the Mortgage Doc with the exclusive Academy of Real Estate Professionals. And we're giving a shout out to these incredible listings this week. And we have so many. Let's just jump right into them. So we have Charlotte Gonzalez with a listing at $499,870. It is at 4139 West Avenue J6, Lancaster, California, 93536. It is a 4-bed, 2-bath. Living square feet on this one is 2,038 square feet. So step into a home that blends warmth, style, functionality with natural light filling every room. The open layout flows seamlessly with the family room at the heart of the home, featuring a cozy fireplace perfect for unwinding. The chef's dream kitchen boasts stainless steel appliances, granite countertops, plenty of workspace for everyday meals or entertaining guests. The split floor plan offers 2 spacious bedrooms with the master featuring a walk-in closet and the other 2 rooms on the opposite side of the home. A convenient laundry room with sink adds practicality to the space. The backyard is a blank canvas, ready for you to create your personal oasis, whether it's gardens, an outdoor lounge, or even a pool. With its warm ambiance and versatile spaces, this home offers the perfect backdrop to bring your dream home vision to life. Beautiful, beautiful listing. All right. We have a listing with Charlotte Gonzalez, and this is at $399,870. And this is at 232 Joseph Lane in Palmdale, California, 93551. It is a 2-bed, but 3 baths. Living square feet on this one is 1,699 square feet. So experience elegance in this stunning condo located in the sought-after West Country Club golf course community. It's got high ceilings and a beautiful fireplace create a perfect blend of sophistication and comfort. Surrounded by lush green belts, this home offers serene outdoor spaces and is pet-friendly. Enjoy exceptional amenities including pickleball, tennis courts, and 2 restaurants with optional club memberships for golf and other amenities. The home is move-in ready, featuring brand new carpet upstairs. Both upstairs bedrooms have private bathrooms for added convenience and privacy. The spacious primary master bedroom includes a walk-in closet and a balcony, making it a private retreat. Conveniently located near freeways, this home offers the ideal combination of luxury living and accessibility, so don't miss out. Beautiful listing there. Freddie Venegas, Team Paez. We have a listing at $344,900, and this is at 9440 Heather Lane, 9440 Heather Avenue in California City, California, 93505. It is 6 bedrooms, 2 baths. Living square feet on this one is 2,026 square feet. So step into a beautifully remodeled home that feels brand new from top to bottom. Located on a spacious corner lot, this home boasts fresh exterior paint, and sleek modern look. Inside, brand new floors flow throughout the home, creating a clean and polished feel. Fresh interior paint brightens every room while an abundance of natural light pours in, especially in the remodeled kitchen. The kitchen features a gorgeous skylight, brand new appliances, chic countertops, and modern cabinetry, a true chef's dream. Recessed lighting has been added throughout to create a warm, inviting glow in every room. The oversized 2-car garage offers plenty of storage space for vehicles, hobbies, or whatever you need. Beautiful listing there. All right. Let's see what we got here. And we have Christina DeMarzo with a listing at $499,000. This is at 2403 Driftwood Drive in Rosemont, California, 93560. This is a 4-bedroom, 3-bath. Living square feet on this one is 2,637 square feet. It is located near the freeway, shops, and schools. This great home is in prime location for convenience. Features include a whole home water softener system, dual AC units, and elegant laminate flooring throughout the downstairs. The living and family rooms are bright and airy, filled with natural light, creating an inviting space. The modern kitchen has granite countertops, a pantry, and ample storage, perfect for any home cook. Dedicated downstairs laundry room adds extra convenience for daily living. Upstairs, you'll find 3 generously sized bedrooms and a full bathroom with plenty of counter space, and the spacious master suite includes a walk-in closet and an ensuite bath with a separate tub and shower. And wow, what incredible listings we have this week. And this is Scott, the Mortgage Doc, with the exclusive Academy of Real Estate Professionals, signing off.